Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hello, everybody. I am actually attempting to go. I'm attempting to go live on both platforms right now. So, right now we are live on YouTube as well as I pointed to the wrong one. We're live on Instagram as well as YouTube right now. So, if you like, I will be ending the Instagram live pretty soon. So go ahead and hop into the YouTube live, and we're just gonna jump into some creation, some live creation today. I'm feeling real creative. I started a beat earlier this week. Can you guys hear me? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I started a beat earlier this week. What's up? What's up, TJ? What's going on, bro? JCP, hey man, I see you in here, bro. What's going on? What's going on? I'm glad to see everybody showing up to the live. Yeah, so I started a beat earlier this week, so I'm completing it for a client today, and yeah, that's what we're getting into today. So rock with me. That did not start from the beginning. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, Chaotic? What's going on, man? Good to have you in the live. If you haven't already, go check out my YouTube channel. That was loud. If you haven't already, go check out my YouTube live. Live in YouTube right now. So, like I said, I will be ending the live stream inside of Instagram. Thanks, man. Thanks, Chaotic. Appreciate it, fam. We creating today, so yeah. I'll be ending this. If you want to see more, go ahead over to my YouTube channel. Join the live, join the conversation, join the creation session. So. So I gotta add some more elements to this beat. So I'm gonna try to figure out why y'all on live. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Killer Headphones. Appreciate that, man. That's something else I want to go there, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Can't quite. You see what I did? See what I did there? Quite can't put my. Man, I hate y'all, man. Okay. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Sid? I'm live in YouTube right now, so if you want to continue the conversation, continue the look, you guys are live on my live. Can you guys see that? I'm live on both platforms, so yeah. So I'll be ending the Instagram story. I'll be ending Instagram live and continuing on YouTube if you guys want to continue. Okay. All right. Let me think straight. Because the problem I'm having is like when I get in my creative space, I start thinking of like 10 things at once, and I can't really focus on like a particular task because it gets exciting. You get excited about the process. You get excited about the sound. Like you get in that groove, and you forget what you got to do. Thanks, Darren. Who else I got in here? I got Darren, I got JCP, I got Killer Headphones. Where's Chaotic? What's going on, you guys? All right, let's throw something else in here. Y'all see me here, y'all see me here. I'm gonna end this in a minute. I'm not familiar with James Charles. What's going on, A. J. What's going on? Alright, I really need to finish this track. So what I wanna do, y'all can't see, I'm actually on the iPad right now. I have the iPad I have the iPad recording the iPad. I got y'all, I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, happy to have you guys here with me in the live stream. I guess this could be an opportunity for you guys to throw some questions out there so that I can answer them live. Let's get to know each other. Let's get to know the workflow. And let's get familiar with the community. So if we have any new people here inside of the live chat too, you are more than welcome to throw some ideas out and throw some input, as well as introduce yourself. Where you from? And welcome to the fam. What VST is the sign lead from? That is a sign lead that I actually tweaked the hell out of from that is Poison 202, the app Poison 202 on iOS. That is yeah, Poison 202 sign lead, and it is extremely tweaked to play exactly how I feel it should slide and glide. And yeah, it's called the sexy sign, and it'll only be found it'll only be found on my iPad, unless you guys want that preset available. Let me know. I might drop a link for it one day. A bunch of different presets um, that you guys can both purchase and download for free. So I've been working on that too. Um, yeah. From Arkansas, what's going on? Hey, from France. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Shout out where you from. Where you from? I didn't know I had people in France watching me. That's pretty dope. New York in the house. What's going on? Words. I should have known by the name. Words, son. Columbus, Ohio. What's going on? Ohio in the building. All right. Let me buckle down for real. Like, finish this beat. I gotta finish this beat, y'all, for real. Stop messing with me. So what I want to do is pull in another plugin. Actually, yeah. Let's keep the beat going. Cali. Chaotic, you from California? That's dope. Listen, if you had to, I would get both the Senso and the X Key Air. You from the ATL, Virginia, New York, ATL. What's going on, y'all? So I got people all over the place. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the channel, tuning in to the live stream. If you haven't already, go check out my YouTube channel. I will continue on YouTube. I will be ending the live shortly on Instagram. So tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your cousin, tell everybody to go watch me on YouTube live. Link is in my bio. Yeah, so if you want to continue the conversation, continue the vibes, I will be continuing here. Dang. Alright. Yeah, I would get both though. Definitely get both the Senso and the X Key if you can afford it. If not, if you can't afford both right now, it's kind of hard for me to recommend which one to grab. What's going on? What's going on, Garrett? It's kind of hard for me to recommend which one to get over the other because I use them both really heavily, a lot. The Senso Morph is actually charging right now, so I haven't been able to use that today. But yeah, hey, Texas in the building. A.J. What's going on? Texas. A microphone that I recommend for song covers, it depends on what platform you're using. If you are on a iOS device, I would definitely recommend getting any of the Shure products that plug directly into your iPhone or your iPad, and that way you can do stuff live. You can do live streams. You can do live song covers if that's your thing. If you have more of a conventional studio, like something like this here, you can actually grab a condenser microphone from Blue. Blue Blue is pretty good, and then Shure has some pretty dope condenser microphones too. So check that out. When did I start making beats? I started making beats when I was like a couple of days old. No, seriously though, my dad has been in the music
May
industry.
16th, 2019.
What?
Did that answer your question?
No, just be quiet. I don't remember saying.
Thanks for your feedback.
I don't remember saying anything to Alexa, but yeah, no, my dad has been in the industry for about maybe 40 years now. Yeah, I just set Alexa off. But yeah, so he's been making music with like Charlie Wilson and Whitney Houston, SWVs, and people like that. So I've been making music all my life, from what I can remember. My dad brought me home from my mom and my dad brought me home from the hospital, and my dad had me in his lap, at the keyboard, just doing stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit about when I started making beats. When did I start getting serious about beats? Does YouTube pay me? Nah, not yet. I get paid in other ways. But yeah, hopefully I can get that changed pretty soon. Yeah. Shout out to Dad. Shout out to Pops. He's a huge inspiration for why I do music today. So yeah, Dad. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh no, yeah, YouTube doesn't pay me just yet. I will be coming up on my 4,000 watch hours sometime soon, hopefully. So maybe I might get a little check from YouTube. But I do get paid in other ways, whether it be through like affiliate marketing or of course selling beats and stuff like that. But no, YouTube does not pay me yet. What's up, Mind Altering Effects, man? I'm doing live on YouTube, so go check that out. Absolutely, I have tons. I don't like to name drop my major placements, only because like I've been in situations where I name dropped and like it just didn't pan out in my favor. So yeah. So hold on. My iPad just dropped out. Like, I mean, it didn't drop out, like the screen blacked out. Like the screen shut off. And it made the beat like stop playing. I like that drop though. It stopped playing certain elements of the song, and I like what it's doing. I think I might incorporate that into the song. All right, back to the beat. Any other? How many subscribers do you have? How many subscribers do I have so far? I think I'm close to like 2,000 right now. I think I'm leaning more towards like 1,600 and counting. So if you want to join the family, man, we all here. We all here in YouTube. We got Chaotic Weevil. We got Logan Tillman. Logan Tillman just joined the live. What's going on, man? Lukisa. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. If I'm butchering your names, y'all, I'm sorry, man. I appreciate it. From East Africa. That's dope. East Africa. I'm trying to read all your I'm trying to read all your comments. What about the X-Key Rolly block combo? So I wanted to explain that in like a full feature video. I still use the Rolly block, so I only use it when I'm like out and about and I'll probably end up explaining that in another video later. Where have I traveled with my music? I've been a lot of places, actually. I've been out of the country doing music. I just recently went to LA a couple of times for some music with I can't even say it. Dang. I've done a lot of stuff with some creative people, like creative YouTubers, and I've been to Texas, Atlanta, all like a lot of the major music hubs. I've done like music in different places. So again, like I don't really. One day I'll expose that type of information, but like I really want to focus on continuing to build those relationships and continue to solidify those relationships before I can start openly talking about who I'm working with, because especially in that type of industry, you don't really want to name drop and things go south. So yeah. What else? Xbox or PS4? Man, I don't know, man. Y'all might unsubscribe when y'all hear this. I don't really play a lot of video games, man. I haven't played video games in about maybe 5 years. So, yeah. But if I had to choose, it would probably be Xbox. Xbox is pretty dope. How can I tell if my beats are good? You can you can tell if your beats are good if not because people share the fire emojis. Do you play Fortnite? No, not at all. Yeah, I would say you can tell that your beats are good based off of your own specific goal on what that beat was doing. I know I just stopped the music. It got real serious real fast, didn't it? I was wondering if y'all could hear me with the music on, or if I should like turn it off or play it low. But no, I don't think there's any. Let's go. I don't think that there's any right or wrong way to make music. I think it's really up to the audience to decide whether your music is good or not. So you should probably lean heavily towards your demographic when it comes to what genre that you're playing for. And then not. I mean, I wouldn't even say rely heavily on that. I just say rely heavily on what is your goal for what your music should sound like. And I actually just did a vlog that I never posted. It was like a real deep personal vlog. I edited it and everything. I never uploaded it. Yeah, you gotta feel that on your own, man. You gotta feel that. You gotta be confident enough to know that whatever you're producing is something that somebody likes. Everybody's not gonna like your music, or everybody's not gonna like your beats. So you just gotta chalk it up to whoever listens. I only talk to whoever will listen. So you gotta do the same thing in your music, and that's how you'll know. Your stuff is good. If your stuff sounds good to you, it's good. Mad random, but when is your birthday, bro? My birthday is in November. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. November. Beginning of November. Do you ever use GarageBand and iOS? Man, somebody just asked me that, and I never really used GarageBand on the laptop, actually. GarageBand is it's a dope DAW. It's just not it doesn't fit my workflow. So I can't really. There's certain things that you can do in GarageBand that that are optimal for people who play live instruments, which that comes in handy. But a lot of the times I don't use GarageBand as much anymore. When I first started on the laptop, I used to use GarageBand a lot. But after like maybe 2 times of using Logic Pro, I was a Logic Pro user. I was a Logic Pro user faithfully, and I stuck with it ever since like I want to say it's 07, 08. I've been Logic Pro ever since. So yeah. Hey. Who else? I'm trying to make sure I get all your questions. Yeah, Beatmaker 3 gang all day, man. All day. I'm getting questions from like 2 different feeds. I have to, if you guys are on YouTube, if you guys watch YouTube, definitely go to my link in my bio. I will be ending this live in like probably about 4 minutes. So if you want to continue the conversation, I am in YouTube live as well. So the link is in my bio. Go check that out. I've been great, Alicia. How you been? Yeah. You only use GarageBand? I would test out other DAWs, because when I only use certain tools available to me, then what up, man? What's up, Wavy Davy? Wavy Davy in the building, man. He's a really dope producer as well. Actually, probably one of the best in my city. So if you guys need some really good tips and tricks on making beats and stuff like that in FL Studio, definitely go check out Wavy Davy's channel. So what was I saying? When I only use certain tools that are available to me, when I only use like one thing, I always end up having the same exact sound. So using different tools, which is why I have like so many different controllers. Using different controllers definitely it definitely has an effect on how I play and how I produce certain things. So I wouldn't play on the X-Key Air the same way I would play on the Roly Blocks. It's just a different feel. It's just a different vibe. So I'm gonna end this live. I'm ending the live now on Instagram. So if you haven't already, go ahead and join the conversation over here on YouTube. Links in my bio. Appreciate you guys tuning in. All right. So, I would definitely recommend jumping into some more tools that are available. Not saying that GarageBand isn't good. It's just the certain questions you guys ask me on how to do things in iOS, or how to do things even on desktop applications. GarageBand, I've only found certain things easier to do in other applications. I use anything that gets the job done. So if it's easier to do it over here, I'll do it over here and then bring it back into something that I'm more comfortable in. Other than that, then I'm in Beatmaker 3 all day. And when I'm in Beatmaker 3, it's easy for me to create on the go, because it's the iPad. So I was supposed to be finishing this beat, but this is dope though. This is dope. This turned into a nice little Q&A. Who else? Anybody else have some questions? Who we having? Do we still have? Is Logan still in the live? I'm seeing some familiar names as well as some unfamiliar names. So I like to get to know you guys, and like to get to know what you guys are using. and maybe you guys can show me some different tips and tricks and some workflows on what you're using in iOS. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump back into this beat so I can send this to this client before before they get mad. It's been a couple of days, so let me see. Kevin, what's going on? Use Gross Beat and Logic 9. Hey man, Logic 9 is a gem. Like, I learned a lot about music production in Logic 9 for the longest, and I didn't upgrade for a while. And a lot of the stuff that I learned was inside of that platform. A lot of the stuff that I learned about mixing and time stretching, even before it was implemented, I learned how to be innovative a lot because of what you couldn't do in Logic. I found ways to do them. So yeah, like I said, even if you're using GarageBand, it can be a dope experience because you start to explore different things because certain things aren't available to you, so it kind of forces you to be innovative. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me do this beat. I keep getting sidetracked. Hold on. Pepsi or Cola? You trying to make me lose subscribers today, man. Of course, Coca-Cola all day, man. What's going on? Moshi Beast, what's going on? Is that Gene White Jr.? What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the chat. iOS for me, and move machine to the more mobile feel. For sure. I mean, the machine products are dope. I just feel like they become more stationary than they are mobile for me. That's just for me. I love machine products. I was never able to get into that workflow, but ended up getting into Beatmaker 2 and then evolving into Beatmaker 3 wasn't that big of a transition since, you know, I was already in the iOS production, you know, game. Yo, Boston in the house. What's going on? But yeah, I like Machine. Beatmaker 3 is the best, man. All right, I'm not gonna say the best, but it is the go-to. It is the go-to. There might be some craziness coming out. And then like, even I don't use Ableton, but like the fact that it has like Ableton Live, compatibility, can't beat that. And all of the Akai controllers that I've used so far have worked plug and play with Beatmaker 3. So yeah. Do I still use I use Logic when I am at home, like when I'm in this setting, when I'm in my office, when I'm in my home studio, I use Logic. But other than that, if I'm on the road or if I'm at work or something like that, I will definitely use Beatmaker 3 all day. Beatmaker 3 and a couple other different apps, in conjunction with it. Yeah. What city? I am in Detroit. Yeah, Detroit. How do you find the tempo of an acapella? That's a challenge. Challenge accepted. I ain't gonna do it right now, but Yeah, I would consider that a pretty easy task. You, well, no, actually, you're right. That might not be an easy task because you definitely have to have some type of I just lost my train of thought. You have to. What were we talking about? Finding tempos in with the acapella. That's. I wouldn't even find the tempo, to be honest with you. I would just detect the transient markers, and then if you're trying to, are you trying to slice it up? Are you trying to slice the vocals so that you can play them with the beat or something like that? I would just detect the transient markers if so. Beatmaker is pretty good at detecting those slices. Yes, man, Beatmaker 3 is cheap compared to your desktop DAWs. It's just it's the way to go, and it's the future. So yeah. Do I have any kits available? Not yet. I will though. Are you guys interested in purchasing kits, or like free downloads and stuff like that? I am working on something like that. I have a few partners that I'm working with, and I'm working on some solo stuff as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for that pretty soon. One of the things that we discussed is pricing. You know me, like I like to give away stuff for free, so if it was up to me, and I would like to make some money off of my stuff, but like I have a heart for people who don't have the budget for things, so I try to provide as much free stuff as possible. But yeah, it would be dope to start making money off of kits. I partnered with a couple people in designing some kits, but they are not mine per se. So yeah. Auto tune in Beatmaker 3. So Mike's B asks, does anybody use auto tune in Beatmaker 3? I don't use auto tune in Beatmaker 3. I thought you said selling kids. No, I'm not selling my kids. Somebody would definitely return them ASAP. I couldn't even sell them if I tried. Let me stop it for somebody think I'm serious. But no, yeah. Where can I get it for free, fam? Man, listen, I'm working on it. I'm working on some free kits as well as some paid stuff. So you guys will have something from me within the next couple of months. I don't want to put an exact date on it because I'm still working on it. I'm still, I'm trying to make it the best it can be for you guys to plug and play with no glitches, no hiccups or anything like that. So yeah. How many of you guys actually how many of you guys own MIDI controllers for your iPads? I want to know who owns a dedicated controller specifically for your iPad. And what controllers are you using? Gene White Jr. says he does. X-Key Air. Okay. Moshi Beast. All right. The 25. That's the same one I have. So you cooking. I smell what you cooking. I smell what you cooking. What about the Sensor Morph? Anybody interested in the Sensor Morph? Yeah. The Red by Akai. I never heard of that one. iRig 37 keys. I heard about that one, man. I actually started to get the iRig because it had the built-in the built-in outputs for input and outputs. So I started to get that. The Morph for any controller that is going to be the most versatile for like pretty much any DAW that you plug it into is definitely going to be the Morph. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but yeah, that's a beast, and the battery life is decent. For all my sampling, Real Talk Jaw asked if I found an iOS sampler equivalent to Serato sampler. I use I do all my sampling inside of BeatMaker 3. Actually, that's a lie. I do a lot of sampling in whatever I can use at the time, whatever is easiest, and I'll explain that in another video too, because sometimes I'll use for sampling, I'll use Audio Share. I've seen some people using like the new Koala app. That's pretty dope. I haven't used it yet, but you should probably check that out. I'll use Audio Share, the Shure Motive app. I'll use that for sampling. Like if I'm sampling with the MV88 or whatever. But yeah, I use whatever is available to me and whatever fits the workflow at the time. So yeah, but no, mostly for right now I'm using BeatMaker 3 for all my sampling needs. I sample directly into BeatMaker 3. So, one last question. What's up? What's up, Chaotic Weevil? Man, you got some of the weirdest questions, man. Chocolate or vanilla? It depends on what you're talking about. If we talking, actually, no, it doesn't. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's chocolate cake or chocolate ice. What are you talking about, man? Chocolate or vanilla? It depends. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. Get out of here. Veloco. Yeah, I downloaded Veloco a while back, but I never really used it. Just say chocolate. X-Key Air and the Akai IPD. What? LPD. Yeah. Okay. LPD8. That makes more sense. I have the last Akai controller that I have and used for BeatMaker 3 was this. I used this for BeatMaker 3 and I got rid of it. I didn't get rid of it. I just stopped using it as much because I don't like knobs and buttons anymore. And that's become like one of my things, like sliding this stuff in. I talked about that in the Sensomorph video. Sliding this stuff in and out of bags, man. These things can get damaged. Like, they stop working over time, and then these pads over time. Like, I'm really not a fan of anything with like hardware buttons or anything right now. That can change within the next year or so, or maybe a couple months, but I'm just not a fan of buttons. Like, even the X-Key Air is pushing it for me, but since it's like such a slim profile, man, like it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but like anything that can, and that's just really for that's really for a mobile, from a mobile standpoint. I just don't like buttons anymore because I had a piece of equipment that broke on me, and like now you got a pretty paperweight when one of your buttons break, especially when it's a button that you use a lot, or something that you rely heavily on. It's a pretty paperweight. I'm not sure I understand that question, sir. Yeah, the X-Key replaced a whole lot of stuff. Like even my Akai Advanced 49. Sorry to say it, but like I play with this a lot more now, because I'm trying to teach myself how to be more. I'm trying to teach myself how to be a beast in my mobile setup. So the more I practice it, the better I get at it. Like, that's like, that's the goal. Whoa. Familiar with pitch and time? If so, do you have any tips on getting the closest thing to it in Beatmaker 3? Pitch and time. So what it sounds like you're asking me is how to time stretch. I could be wrong. What is the best keyboard you're working with right now? I'll answer that in a second. Y'all trying, you really pushing for that question. If you're asking about time stretching, real talk, Jaw, I would definitely check out Beatmaker 3's live stretch function. There's so much intuition inside of that one function. If you can find out the tempo, that's great. If not, then it's, you can work around it. I'm talking about the tempo of your actual sample. Yeah. So yeah, live stretch mode. That's probably the closest thing I can think of what you're trying to describe to me. Pitch and time, is that like is that a term in another DAW or something? So the best keyboard that I'm working with right now, I would say it's a tie. You really spoiling you're really spoiling the next couple videos. But yeah, I would say it's a tie between the X-Key Air and the Sensomorph. The only reason I don't like the Sensomorph's keyboard as much is because I explained that in the video too. So check that out if you haven't already. But the only reason I don't like the Sensomorph as much anymore is because of the thinner key bed. It would take a lot of effort for me, and effort and concentration for me to play on those keys comfortably, as opposed to this X-Key Air is more spaced out like a more traditional keyboard. So if you actually play keys, yeah, I would recommend the X-Key. If you're versatile and you can work around that, the more bang for your buck would probably be the Sensomorph. Yeah. I actually forgot to go back and play with that part. I'll probably end up doing that tonight. And I still didn't do anything to this beat for some odd reason. Alright. Let me see. Neo Soul Keys. Change the pitch of sample without affecting the speed of it. Okay, that was actually a really great explanation. For something like that, yeah, still Beatmaker 3. Although Bloxwave does a really good job of doing that. I don't know if it's flawless. I've heard like some slight imperfections in how Bloxwave does it, but yeah, Bloxwave does that pretty well. So yeah, I would check Bloxwave out too. Can you guys hear me? Oh man, appreciate that, bro. That's some really kind words, man. I appreciate that. What are your go-to plugins? I don't think I have any go-to right now. Like I did, but I don't think I have any go-to plugins. Must-haves are definitely Neo Soul Keys, is what I'm playing with right now. Yeah, I would definitely check out Neo Soul Keys. Bassdelicious too. Yeah, it's worth it. It's like $15, but it's worth it. I promise. If you're thinking about pulling a trigger on that, I did a vlog about Bassdelicious 1, and somebody actually told me that it's not available on the App Store anymore. So yeah, I would definitely look into Bassdelicious 2 if you can't find the first version. Yeah, Bassdelicious 2 is probably the better choice right now anyway because it has like the updated libraries and stuff like that. Oh, that's it. That was the sound I was looking for. That was that chord. I was trying to figure out that chord. That was it. My bad, y'all. That sucks. All right, so I'm not. I guess my my creative stuff ran out because I can't concentrate on what I thought should happen. But I think I don't want to overproduce the beat. So yeah, let's finish answering some questions. Yeah, Blockwave is free. Ah, dang, I guess that's another one, but that's not really like a DAW. I mean, that's not a plugin, but you know, it's a nice free app to start getting your stuff done. Would you ever consider putting together a Udemy class? People keep asking to pay me for stuff, man. Like I know you guys, I really appreciate the fact that you guys would like to pay for things. Um, it just feels weird right now for me to like charge for um, information that's kind of just like out there already. I'll be more than happy to take your money. Believe me, your boy can use it. um, but yeah, I've been thinking about doing like little courses and stuff. Maybe I can put together like a package um, for you guys. I want to learn how to play. Hey man, you can learn. Remember, like, listen, I don't say this stuff for no reason. Like, if I can create like this, you can create like this. That's my whole thing. Like, if I can do this stuff, you can do this stuff. It's just like it's just really um, time, patience, consistency, and the willingness to learn and grow. Yeah, I mean, sorta. I try to be as valuable as possible to you guys, especially like since the community is so new. Um, so many people have so many questions, and like um, just being able to give that that feedback on the how tos and why this does that. That's stuff that you guys need to know. Um, yeah, any plug-in from yeah, yeah, yeah. The gospelmusicians.com library is dope for R&B, gospel as well. Yeah, I mean that's R&B kind of derived from a lot of the gospel um, vibes, for lack of a better term. But yeah, Oh wow, that's dope. You learn how to play with one hand. Now, that's that's some dedication. That's dope. I respect that for sure, for sure. So you have no problem playing on the X Key Air because, yeah, I definitely one hand a lot of this stuff. Um, that's just one hand holds down the sustain pedal, and the other one just kind of does its thing. And when I want to do bass, I use the left hand. But you know, if you learning how to do stuff on one hand, man, you the man. Do you download free loops or sounds? I download. I have a Splice account, but I don't really use it. I don't really like using other people's loops and sounds because not that it's cheating, like, but it's not real. it's not. It's not. It's not fair. I mean, if you know for a fact that you're not great at um like let's say people who can't play keys or people who can't play guitar or drums even, I would throw you a pass on that because you do things the way you do it and you do it well enough, um that it's actually just another way for collaboration. So yeah, I don't use a whole lot of samples, and what I do use is I use like uh like drum kits to make my own loops, and then I'll recycle them a lot and then piece them together. And I download sound effects from Splice. I download just random sounds I hear in my head. I try to find the closest thing to it, and then um, go back and tweak it. But I don't download a lot of loops. If you want to, there is a website called Looperman. Um, that's free, and you can download stuff from there, um, like loops and stuff to throw in the Blocks Wave just to start getting you a nice little flow, a nice little idea going. I'm not against it. It's dope for some people. I prefer more of an organic feel. I like to create a lot of my own beats, so using other people's stuff kind of clouds my creativity. And then sometimes when I'm actually collaborating, using other people's stuff is actually helpful. So I have a I have mixed feelings about it. Yeah, I know I never give a real straight answer because I'm never really one sided on anything. I like to think that I'm pretty open on everything that I do, everything that I use. Um, if I can find another tool to do what I've been doing better, then yeah, better believe that I'll be using that tool. I feel the same way, people. Yeah, man, YouTube is a hell of a tool. You can learn a lot of this stuff from either my channel or um, just surf around because there's a lot of you know talented people, a lot of knowledgeable people. I know my guy Mark from More Beats, my guy Henny, Dean Daughters, um, uh, Jacob Hack, um, who else? Jay Elliott. Um, there's a lot of dope and knowledgeable people on iOS music production. Some that I probably have. Why is my phone going crazy? But some that I haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, no, yeah. There's tons of information out there for it. What personal advice do you have for balancing what you do with being a husband, father? Because I noticed your little one hasn't. uh, as a very That is a very good question. Personal advice. That's actually something that I struggle with because every day is different. I just so happen to have a little bit of spare time to myself to actually come down and clear my head and create. Just being a husband, a father, and working a 9 to 5, I would definitely you have to make time. You have to make time and have people around you that that support you. Support your goals and support your talents and that understand. You a lot of people, a lot of creators live in this space where we the sound is too low. Oh man. So a lot of creators. Can you guys hear me now? What about now? Is the sound bad? Yo, what's going on, Spence? Just sub. Hey, appreciate. Hey, let's everybody welcome. It's your boy Spence to the family. You just got a new sub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the sub. Um, yeah, no, a lot of creators are live in this headspace to where, um, you know, what you create is it becomes your baby, and any a yes, it becomes your baby. So kind of, anything else kind of takes a back seat, and you have to learn time management. I just got a notification for your subscribe, Spence. Appreciate it, man. Um, but you have to learn time management and you have to learn prioritizing, especially when it comes to kids. You got to spend that time. If you have a family, if you have a job, you have to make that time for yourself. But at the same time, not letting the demands of um, you know whatever it is you're composing for or whatever you're producing for, don't let the demands of that consume you to the point that you forget to interact with the world around you. And that's really one of the biggest reasons I was so adamant about being able to um, produce on iOS, because with with the iPad I can take this upstairs and um, work on something while I'm coloring at the same time. You know what I mean? I can get down on the floor, color with my kids, or I can go upstairs and cook, and cook at the same time. You know what I mean? You see what I did there? Cooking, cook at. Y'all don't never get my jokes. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Just time management and prioritizing is my best right now, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to put piece things together. As far as somebody laugh. Thanks, Mike'ish. Uh, Mike'ish B. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm definitely still learning every day. That's something that I don't want to say struggle with, but it's something that I deal with as a creator. Um, Having so many things and so many ways to create, definitely it definitely helps being mobile. So yeah, make sure you're as mobile as possible. And if you haven't already checked out mykit.com, um, um, slash Brandon Rico, um, I have my whole kit, and everything that I use to make music and make beats. Are you guys interested in a like a room tour? Should I do a room tour one of these days, and like studio gear tour, and um there's some questions I need to ask you guys. Like, how often should I live stream? Like, I like this because now I get to talk to you guys and you guys respond. I don't have to wait for you guys. I don't have to record a video and wait for you guys to comment. Some of you guys don't comment. All you do is hit the like button, which is cool. I like that. By the way, if you haven't liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Yeah, everybody go like the video right now. Like the video. But yeah, I want to know how often should I go live? What times are good for you guys for me to go live? And yeah, what else? Sorry for the awkward silence. I'm reading. I'm trying to read everybody's responses. Learned a lot about iOS music making from your channel, and also Henny and Jacob. Yeah, man. Like Henny and Jacob they're dope. You know, just to be mentioned next to those guys, man. That's actually, you know, blowing my mind right now. It's an honor. I appreciate I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You know, every time you watch those videos, every time you comment, every time you hit the like button, like you're showing me mad support. So I definitely feel like I should, you know, be able to be completely transparent with you. Um, yeah. Okay. After 5, is that 5 Eastern Standard Time? I just started using Beatmaker 3 and your videos help. Ah, sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, welcome to the Beatmaker family. This is amazing. I like to see when new people join the Beatmaker 3 family, um, because like I said, again, it's the future, and when you when you when you take the plunge to dive into something that's so, not that Beatmaker is new, but something that's so um, uncommon, and you know, I know a lot of people associate iOS music making with like amateurs, and when I tell you there is nothing amateur about some of the stuff that I've seen, some of the stuff that some of the stuff that I've made, and that is made like a lot of you guys are listening to a lot of your favorite songs that are in your playlist right now. I've I've probably touched, um, and if it wasn't me, it was somebody in the industry using iOS, and that's that statement alone. Like we just got a bunch of shout outs from, you know, big name top producers. Um, so a lot of the up and coming artists and stuff like that are using beats that were made from, you know, iOS. So that's just, you know, that's just the real. What songs did you work on? One day I'm going to one day soon, actually. I'm going to post my discography. Um, I should have it. I should have it posted somewhere. I'm actually working on a website as well, so I'll definitely I'll put that up there for you guys too. But I've worked with a lot of up and coming artists, a lot of newly established artists. Um, yeah. So yeah. Can you make a video on pitch tuning samples? Yeah. 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 That's easy. We can do that. How could we best support you? Um, just by tuning in, tuning in and watching my videos for right now. Um, I again, man, I Real Talk Jaw asks, how can you best support me? Yeah, just by tuning in and watching my videos, um, giving me feedback, you know, showing the support. Support me by, you know, interacting with me. I appreciate the interactions. Like these real live, genuine interactions, and actual conversations that we have. Getting to know you guys, getting to know details about who you guys are as actual people and not just people in the comments. That's support for me. I like to know who I'm talking to and who I'm teaching, who's learning, who I'm impacting. Um, that's a lot of support. Now, when you're talking about monetary value, um, I'll come up with some ways. People keep asking me, and I don't want to sound like I'm like I'm trying to do a money grab, and it's never been about the money for me. Um, but now that you guys are now that you guys are requesting like um, paid processes and paid products and stuff like that, I'll definitely implement some of that stuff. But at the same time, I do want to make sure that those who don't have a budget for spending money on kits and stuff like that, I want to make sure I accommodate everybody. How can you find the key of a song in Beatmaker? I think I did a video on that already. Oh, sweet. You guys. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I did a beat and video on how to find the key. Uh, I don't remember which video it was, but like basically you go into the keys tab on the pads and you just kind of search through the keys until you go into semitone, and that's how you jump up and down the key scale. Oh, you mean like tuner? Like how do you find the actual key of your sample? That's a good question. I know that there is a app for that. I just don't know what that app is. What the app is called. I've seen it before, but I don't know what it's called. Do you find BeatMaker's file management system a bit frustrating? Actually, no, I don't. I don't find BeatMaker's file management system frustrating because um, I use it in like three different ways. So where there is a sessions tab, a banks tab, samples tab. I use a lot of presets, so all my favorites and stuff like that, I can call them up, on hand by just saving things that I liked in presets. Um, and then all of my samples that I use, they show up in the imports folder or in my samples folder, and I can find them that way. Um, or I'll just type it in the search, and then it pops up just like that. So no, I don't really find it. You know, I think it. I think file management can get frustrating when you have way too many files available to you. Like when you have to go through like 100 snares just to get that right one. And all 30 of your snares sound really similar. I think that can be um, kind of minimalized by minimizing your number of your samples and stuff, and just tweaking them as you go, and save those as presets. Save your favorites. Is collaboration with you an option for subscribers? That's something that somebody else asked me too last month, and they offered to pay for something like that. Again, I rarely do paid collabs because in the end, like you know, we're both creating. But yeah, I do. I'll do some collaborations. But it's got to be dope. It's got to be hot. Don't send me no. don't don't send me no honky tonk banging on the keyboard stuff and then expect me to do the bulk of the work. Like that's not cool. I've had a lot of songs get error messages because they lose samples. I have to copy So, I haven't had that issue. I would definitely refresh. I would definitely refresh your the way your samples are being read in Beatmaker 3, and the way you can do that is go into settings and behaviors, and go into browser and database, and you can see rescan database, and it'll do is Beatmaker will actually scan your whole file system in iOS period, and it'll search for those it'll search it'll search for those files that you're having to copy. That way you don't have to copy every time you save a session. You shouldn't have to copy those files. It's a good practice too. If you have the space, you should probably do that. But if you're not working with a whole lot of space, that can get space heavy real quick. Um, Real talk, y'all. Just took the question right out of my mouth. Yeah, we can do collabs, man. I have no idea. Um, Hit my Instagram. Hit my Instagram. So I'll type my Instagram handle on here. Dang, how do you type on here? Hold on. Is that showing up? Okay, so yeah, that is my Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram, and you can usually find me on Instagram. Some people reach out to me on Facebook, but I'm more likely to respond on in my Instagram DMs. Please don't spam my DMs. I'm more I'm more likely to respond to genuine interactions. Just you know, don't just send me links to your YouTube videos and that's it. Like, talk to me. Like, I'm an actual person. I want to talk to you guys like actual people. Which is why I want to live stream more. If we can live stream more and then build a relationship, um, based off of um, mutual vibes and stuff like that, then I'm more likely to do some collaborations. Of course, um, Beatmaker 3 Discord is like I use the forums on there. Um, you can go to beatmaker3.com and then check out the forums. There's a lot of helpful information on there. Um, MIDI into Beatmaker 3. I understand. Uh, yeah, I can try to explain that for you. MIDI into Beatmaker 3. I understand and get tripped up sometimes. Trying to route audio from non-AV3 apps. Okay, yeah, I do that in almost every video that I that I do. Um, Mike London, I record to a separate audio track, um, using the audio instruments. So yeah, but I can do a video specifically on that. For sure, for sure. Yeah, let's all stay connected. Instagram, um, Twitter. My Instagram and my Twitter handle are the same. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter. Who is my favorite artist? Um, what genre? That's a good question. I don't know. Uh, uh, Tank. Nah, Tank is cool. I think I'm gonna go with the homie. either okay, if we talking R&B, who I'm listening to heavy right now is probably the homie Big Bro, Eric Bellinger. He's taught me a lot as far as like songwriting and music composure. Period. Especially like composing music for artists, and leaving space, not overproducing the track. Um, yeah, structuring the song. Like I said, he's dope. Eric Bellinger. And then somebody else is in heavy rotation right now is another homie. He's actually from the city that I'm from, Detroit. I like to listen to TJ Upshaw. If you haven't listened to TJ Upshaw, I would definitely um, he definitely check him out. I've got a few joints with him and LA. Um, it's spelled Elhae, but no, it's actually LA. ELHAE. He's in heavy rotation as well too. So if you haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. Um, who else? I like. I like. Who else are my favorite artists? I listen to a lot of weird stuff. I listen to a lot of old stuff too. So my favorite, if I have to say my favorite overall artist right now, um, because I assume you meant like R&B, because like that's what you hear from me. But if I have to say like overall all time favorite, it would probably be Phil Collins. Um, just because I like his I like his ambience, like his whole his space in his work. He uses like real stuff, real instruments to make music, and that's, if you haven't noticed, like I use like a lot of the kits and stuff that you hear from me. Like if you hear bongos and stuff, like I I actually sampled those. Or if you hear like guitars and stuff, sample that. I'll sample myself playing guitars or keys and stuff like that. I'll sample it and then recycle it into my own new beat. So yeah. So again, I guess that goes back to people asking me about if I have like sample kits and stuff like that available. I will. It's just I, I just have to put that into place, and get that ready to ship. So, but yeah, no, Phil Collins. Who else am I playing? I'm playing a lot of film scores. Uh, a lot of people who do film scores because I'm more into to cinematic, um, especially like cinematic R&B right now, like stuff that sounds like the movies, but you can tell it's like a vibe. That's where I am. So yeah, yeah. Can you do a video about structure a song for an artist? Yeah, yeah, for sure. What is my favorite genre? It changes probably every month. It depends on what I'm feeling that month. Like I'm super emotional, so like if I'm feeling I know that sounds weird and like, but no, like if I'm feeling down or if I'm feeling, you know, like if I'm in a dark place, the genres of what I like, um, it definitely changes. So I can go anywhere from contemporary R&B, old school R&B to um, you know, I like a lot of abstract music, and I get that from like Hindu Hindu vibes. Like I like abstract stuff that makes me think outside of what I would normally play, because like a lot of the R&B stuff, they, like I said earlier, like they heavily rely on church chords and um, you know like I said, the contemporary R&B vibes. but I like to listen to abstract stuff so that I'm not locked into a certain chord progression or chord patterns and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. It's funny you said that because I have a couple film scores out there, for like indie movies and stuff. So yeah, no, there's definitely money into um, filmmaking. Um, there's definitely money into film scoring, and I've had some stuff on commercials. Say yes to the dress. Like I used to get like random checks from the TBS network from ASCAP, and I was just like, what is this stuff? And couple weeks later, I would research it and found out that I actually have placements on TBS network. So um, just building relationships, and then stuff kind of falling through, stuff that I forgot that I sent out, you know sent to people, and um, end up they ended up licensing it and putting it through, get royalty checks from that. But that's a completely different video. That's a yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh man, you know what's good for filmmaking and movie scoring? Um, it would probably be my top two. No, top three, top four. Okay, all right, my tops are. I'll do a video on them, but they definitely include Audio Kits D1. D1 has some great sounds. Um, Tardigrade, like any granular synthesizer, Apparillo, um, yeah. But I'll do a video on those and why. Like the same, not the same, probably maybe a vlog, but yeah, I'll do a video on those and why I chose that. So, um, yeah. What time is it? How long we been on this live? I'm enjoying talking to you guys, man. Oh man, appreciate the sub. I got another new sub. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm not even gonna try to say the name because I know I'm a butcher it, but I appreciate the sub. Welcome to the family. Everybody, welcome him to the family. Um, all right, see you later, Spence. I think I'm gonna get out of here myself. I definitely appreciate you guys tuning into the live. Go follow me on Instagram. Um, Follow me on Twitter. My Instagram and Twitter is the same handle, at Brandon Rico. That's all one word. And you guys, for real, like I really appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. I'm coming up on like um 16, 1700 subscribers. I don't know where I'm at right now, but like I'm so thankful for like the time that it takes to get here, the journey that it's taken to get here, and thankful to get to know you guys on this type of level. You guys sharing details with me about your lives and stuff like that. So yeah, um, yeah. And if I can create like this for real, and I mean that every time I say it, I mean that every time. Somebody help me finish. Turn to your neighbor, say, if I can create like this, you can create like this. Turn to your other neighbor and say, let's create something new today. Can I get an amen? Okay, no, for real though. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. And yeah, this is just the beginning, and I will be doing some more live streaming. So let me know in the comments, or let me know in the comments, what some more subjects that you guys might want to talk about. I have a pretty dope video coming up for you guys in the next couple of days. So yeah, this is not the video for the week, I don't think. I have a dope video coming for you guys, and a lot of little new toys and new gadgets and stuff like that that you can get into for iOS. Until then, if I can create like this, you can create like this. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel. Peace out, y'all. Thanks. Wait. What is a yeet? I have no idea what that is. All right, y'all. Peace.